Hey, greetings, it's HawgDawg. Hey, today we're going to be, we're flying in Elite Dangerous and we're talking about the art of exploring the galaxy. Now, if you're into or play Elite Dangerous, you would know that there are three main categories: combat, trade, and explorer, that you can rank up in and eventually get to elite. You can see that I am currently elite in the trade rank, but I am not yet quite elite in explorer or combat. Combat takes a very long time to get ranked up. That's another conversation. But the explorer rank can actually be uh, achieved fairly quickly by simply exploring the galaxy. Today, we're in, if you see the head moving around a lot, that's because I'm in my VR. We can look around our cockpit. We can actually get up and walk around in our cockpit. Um, I'm in the middle of a sightseeing tour that left out of a system called Rhea. As you can see, I have 8 jumps until I get to, it says right there under route, under the navigation section, 8 jumps to HIP 38064. And I'm going to give you some tips on how to increase the amount of money that you make for exploring. The mission itself pays like $5 million that I took out of Rhea. And that $5 million, because it's a sightseeing tour, will get applied towards your exploring rank. If you take a transport mission for passengers, that gets applied to your trade rank. But again, the sightseeing tours goes towards exploring. Now, one of the things that we have on board is a advanced discovery scanner. If you are new to Elite Dangerous, you may be wondering what that discovery scanner is for. And also, if you're new, you probably have a basic discovery scanner. The basic discovery scanner is not really very efficient at scanning a system when you go into it, because it will only scan up to 5,000 meters. What you really need to do is pick up an advanced discovery scanner. It is unlimited in how far it can scan when you jump into a system. And that's one of the things we're going to be doing to increase the amount of money that we get when we explore. And we'll just demonstrate by jumping to the very next system. Like I said, we're only like 6 jumps away from where we're heading to, so it shouldn't take long to get there. Then and we'll talk a little bit along the way about how to increase the rank. Once we get there, I'll stop the video on the way back and then pick it up when we get closer to home, so you can kind of see how that happens, and then I'll put it all together. Okay, so here we just jumped into a new system. I've never been here before, so I want to activate my advanced discovery scanner. Now in this system, there is only one astronomical object found, and that's the sun that we're currently sitting next to. There are no planets or other suns or anything else in this particular system. So we'll just go ahead and jump to the next one. And the next one you can see, I might be able to see up here, is a M-class red dwarf star, like the sun in the solar system, the one that you look at, or you shouldn't be looking at when you go outside, when you're roaming around on the planet Earth. It has an M-class sun, I think. Okay, so we are going to, again, do our discovery scanner, and that's tied to one of my buttons. Now that one said that I've discovered 33 new astronomical or astrological astronomical objects. And so we want to take a minute before we jump to the next system to see what it is that's in this system, because there may be something that we could scan here that would bring us some extra money. So what we do is we bring up the system map, and I have that tied to one of my buttons. And you can see all the systems that are, that when I ran that scan, this is everything that it found. And like I said, the advanced discovery will do the entire system. So all planets in the system. So now that I have them scanned and I can see them in the system map, I could go look at any one of these and scan it. But what I'm not seeing here these are all just regular, boring old planets that some of them may be landfall planets, but regardless of whether they are or aren't, they don't bring in a lot of money when you scan them. Earth-like planets and heavy metal type planets do bring in a good amount of money when you scan them, and you need a not just an advanced discovery scanner, but a detailed surface scanner as well. And so let's say, for example, if this planet over here was looked like an Earth-like planet, had clouds and water, then I might go scan that before jumping to the next system. But since we don't have any here, we won't do that. The other advantage to scanning objects as you're exploring is that somebody or nobody may have previously scanned that planet. And if that's the case, what happens when you get back to where you came from to turn all this stuff in, you get extra points, a lot of extra points, for being the first one to discover it. And not only do you get that, but your name gets associated with the planet as the first person to discover it anytime anybody flies in Elite Dangerous from that point forward. So somebody else comes along and they look at that planet and they want to go to it, or they select it. It says first discovered by and your username. So here we jumped into a new system. I scanned it. There's a bunch of planets. There's a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the system map again. Here there are a couple of gas giants, not worth scanning. Can't really see the one that's over on the other side. I guess I could, but they don't look like Earth-like planets. So we'll go ahead and skip all this and jump to the next system. Another thing that you can do to add a little money to each jump is you can scan the sun, because every time you jump from one system to another, you jump to the main sun, or the very first one. And since you're sitting right in front of it, you could just turn towards it and scan it, and it'll give you about 3,000 extra dollars, 3 or 4. I don't know what the exact number is, but it's 3 or 4 per sun. So here I am. I'm going to go ahead and pull myself to a dead stop, and I could select this sun, and it'll say unexplored. And then I sit there and I wait for my detailed surface scanner to scan it. It comes up and gives me the information about it. It is a G-class white yellow star. It gives me its name and all that. And then I go back to my path. I haven't scanned the system yet, so I'll go ahead and scan the system. Oh, 37 new objects. And I'm getting about half of my fuel is gone, so I'll go ahead and scoop this planet with what we call a fuel scoop. I have a size 4A fuel scoop on this ship, because that's the largest one I can get on here. And what it does is it allows you to fly along the sun and pick up some fuel. So I'm almost fueled up, got enough. Go ahead and pull away from the sun so I don't get too hot. And since there were 37 new objects, I'll go ahead and take a look at the system. And again, no Earth-like planets. So we'll shut that off and head back towards where our next jump is. We're down to 4 jumps away. Pretty much that's a good way to make money exploring. Just jump from system to system and scan the entire system, and then try to find unique planets that are Earth-like, because those can pay upwards of it depends on whether it's been discovered before, and some other things, but they can bring 300,000 credits per object, and if you find 10 or 20 of them, that's a significant amount of money towards your exploring rank. Here I only found 1 new object. Really not worth checking out. Looks like a sun from over here. Actually, if you bring up the system map, you'll notice there are 2 suns here, and that's all that's here. And in respect to the time for the video, we'll go ahead and make our next couple jumps, because we've only got 3 left. We'll just make them kind of quickly so you can see what it's like to get to the end of a sightseeing tour. I have a couple passengers on board that hired me basically to take them 1,000 light years to look at something, to gather data, do whatever they're going to do, and then take them home. We're just about to the point where they're going to do their thing. I'm still going to scan the system as I go through, but I'm not going to look for planets to save a little time in this video. And I really don't need to fuel scoop. I can fuel scoop on my way back. If you don't have Elite Dangerous, it's an awesome space exploration game. You can, like I said, you can explore. You can be a pirate. You can, like raid other people's ships for cargo and go sell it. You can take passengers. With the Horizons pack, you can land on a great number of planets with your ship and drop what's called an SRV, like a rover, out the bottom of it and go look for minerals and do some other stuff. And there's all kinds of stuff to do in Elite Dangerous. If you have a VR headset and you don't have Elite Dangerous, you're really missing out, because this game is awesome in the VR headset. It's very smooth. The frame rates are awesome in VR, and I don't even have to turn my graphics down or anything like that. There are some games that are really great games in VR, but don't, they take a little bit of tweaking to get them to run right. Like Digital Combat Simulator is a great VR game, but you can't run all the settings on high in VR, or your frame rates will just tank. It's a really blue glow off of that sun. We'll go ahead and go around it. I picked up 35 new astrological objects. We are here where we're supposed to be, so I'll lock in the destination of the place we're supposed to go. And you can always find the destination by looking for the little planet next to all the objects, and that's where you're supposed to go. It is behind us, and I know that because the little round indicator next to my map has a blue dot in it, and when it's solid, it's in front of you, And when it is hollow, it is behind you. Oops, going a little fast. We'll slow down till we get to about 6 or 7 seconds. Then we'll turn back towards the object. And the thing that they want to go to is right here, next to this planet, or on it. It's probably next to it since it has rings. And once I scan it and get close enough, I should be able to see what they're looking for is they want to see the binary planet rings. So now that I've scanned it, I can see it in my list and I can select it, lock the destination. It's on the other side of the planet. That wouldn't be dashed. Let's slow her down. Really cool looking planets. That one looks like it's molten, steel. I'm not sure if we're supposed to land on this planet. It's starting to look like we are. Or at least get close. Very cool picture here. You got the sun right next to two ringed planets. We're busting into the atmosphere. Atmosphere. Orbit. There is no atmosphere on this planet. That one looks pretty cool. Wish we were wish we were over there. And yeah, I'm supposed to fly down to this planet, and I don't have to land. I just have to scan this object that is here. You see, the detail is pretty good with Elite Dangerous. It's about to get better as they're about to release the new Beyond update, which is a free update to anybody who bought the game, and it enhances the terrain and the graphics and stuff for all the planets, which I played the beta. It's pretty good. I'm in glide. Oh, it won't take us long to get down here. Oh, it won't take us too long to get down here. Good news is I don't have to land on this planet, so no matter how far away from it we are, we'll be close enough to scan whatever object it is that we're supposed to scan. So I'll drop my throttle. We're coming out of glide. I get a little closer. Got no contacts. Normally there's a white square here. There it is. Lock onto it, and then I'll do the scanning of it, and that is pretty much my mission. Before we head out of here, though, of course, I'll take a little flight around this area. And my mission is complete, so I don't have to scan that anymore. Increase our engine capacity. Very cool looking area. Lots of mountains, a big crater, looks like from where a meteor or asteroid or something hit. These are the type of planets that you can land on. Like I said, you can't land on the atmosphere type planets, but You can take your rover around here, find objects like meteorites and stuff like that, and you can mine stuff out of them. That's what a planet looks like. I don't see a lot of planets with rings that you can land on, or maybe I haven't been paying attention. But anyway, we're going to jump out of here. And all I'll have to do is lock on to the place where I'm supposed to take these guys back to and do that. Now, I can do that one of two ways. I know where I picked them up from, and I have them saved as one of my bookmarks, or I can come over here to transactions, take a look at the transaction, open the galaxy map, select pilot route, because it automatically puts the one in that you're supposed to go to. I'll let it do its calculations. You can see we got quite a ways to go. It's 25 jumps. We'll get out of the planet's hold. And as soon as we do, we'll start taking off. Very cool effect from the sun. That effect, the spinning of the objects from the sun and stuff, that's from the VR headset. You don't see that when you don't have a VR headset. I'm not sure about Track IR. Track IR might do the same thing when you turn your head, but at any rate, we're going to go ahead and jump out of this system. As we do, I'm going to go ahead and shut this video down, and we will pick this up on the other side when we get back to Rhea, where we're going to take these people. So let me go ahead and get this jump out of the way. Just remember, it's important to remember that you want to scan every system you go into, and then you also want to look for, in that system, Earth-like planets that you can go get a detailed surface scan on to get a lot of extra money. With that, we will go ahead and shut down the video, and we will see you on the other side. Okay, we're back. I've made my 25 jumps back to the system where I picked up the mission. The system you see ahead of me, that's Rhea. That's where I picked up the mission. So this is my final jump. And we'll show you at the end of this how you collect your money. Now the system we're going to, Rhea, I won't have to scan that system because I've been there many, many times. That's my home system. That's where I have all my ships in Elite Dangerous. I think I have 6 or 7 at this point. Maybe not that many, maybe 5. This is just one of many types of ships that there are. This one's good for exploring. The other ships that I have, one of them's great for battle. Another one's good for hauling passengers. That's the station we need to go to. I've got one that is set up for planetary lands. It has 4 SRVs in it. So if one gets destroyed, I can jump in another one. I've got another ship that's set up to go do some mining. Here we are coming into Carter Port. goes a ship. It won't take us very long to get in here. Guess I could pick up the speed a little bit. All right. Our port's just up here, almost there. Oh, going a little fast. That's okay. We'll be all right. There we go. This is the station we're going to not only drop off our passengers, but this passenger doesn't want to be scanned, and he's giving me a bonus, huge bonus not to get scanned, like $2 million. So we'll go ahead and get permission to land at the station. And we'll kind of sneak over the edge and into the side. They won't scan you if you're real close to the station. If I went way out there and then circled in, they would certainly scan me, and this guy wouldn't give me my extra $2 million. So I'll come in this way. There we go, and we're in the station, and we did not get scanned. Landing pad 36 is right there ahead of me. Put my gear down. Head on in. Open up the starport services. Of course, the first thing I'm going to do, I might as well go ahead and refuel. I'll go to the passenger lounge, which is where I picked up this mission. I turned it in. $2.5. I should have gotten $5 million for that mission. I could have swore that's what it was. Okay. Well, now that I'm done with that, the way you turn in all those scans is you go to your universal cartographies or cartographics. And here you see I got $1.8 million worth of scans for those 50 systems that I went through. So I'll sell all those. And that goes right towards my exploring. Now my rank is now 68% explorer as a ranger. It didn't go up that much because I'm pretty highly ranked right now, and the higher ranked you are, the more money it takes to get to the next rank. So I would have to go pretty far to rack up enough money or get a big payday from the passenger mission to get that up significantly. So at any rate, that is the gist of how to do exploring and how to make a little extra money while you're exploring by scanning the Earth-like planets and heavy metal planets. And that's it for now. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, make sure you leave some comments. If you don't have any questions, thanks for watching.